Well, guys, I hope you appreciate all the people that asked me to make a Slimming World curry. I hope you appreciate what I go through to do it, because the amount of onions I have to cook makes me cry. So I just hope you realise what I'm going through when I have to make the Slimming World curry for all you beautiful people. And just a bit more of an update, I can't even see. This is what it does to me. I can't even see. Look, panda eyes are forming. All for the Slimming World curry. Oh God, look at the state. Literally can't cope anymore. I can't open my eyes. It takes me a good 15-20 minutes to chop onions, get them in the pan so I can actually open my eyes again. This is why I have to do it on non-open days, because imagine everyone will think I'm just really upset. I'll be like, so yes, I'm not emotional, I promise. I'm just chopping onions. Onions chopped, and I'm gonna show you step by step what I put in the curry, and then you'll see the end result later on. I'll be using all of these ingredients, spices. I'll also bring some chicken stock cubes, fresh tomatoes, tinned tomatoes, and garlic as well. I'm going to use fry light instead of oil, so that's what makes it Slimming World friendly. While they're splashing down, I'm going to chop some fresh tomatoes and add them in. Right, so that's 30 tomatoes chopped, and I'm going to let that wet down a little bit more, and because we're not having oil in it, we don't want anything to burn, we put a little bit of water in there as well. A bit of water, I'm going to reduce it down a little bit because the flames are high on the top. So I'm going to leave them to sweat down and put the lid on, and then I'm not going to add my spices until them tomatoes start to melt down a little bit. We'll be adding 6 tins of these chopped tomatoes as well once the tomatoes have reduced down, because it just gives it that bit more richness than just having fresh tomatoes, because all tomatoes are ripened differently, different qualities, but tin tomatoes always help it lift it a little bit better. So when I'm doing my curries, I do my chicken separate because I like to get a bit of char on it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to marinate the chicken breast in the mild curry powder, the medium curry powder, and the garam masala, and then I'm going to leave that until the sauce is reduced down, and I'm going to cook that separate before I add it to the sauce, because if you do the chicken too soon, it dries out, it just stops it from going dry. And I have more people that prefer me to shred the chicken up rather than doing chunks, so that's what I'll be doing with that. So I couldn't tell you how much I put on. This is how I cook. I like to just marinate a little bit of everything, only put a little bit of all the powders on, and then I do a lot of taste testing to make sure it's the right balance. So I couldn't tell you the rest of it because I do it in different batch sizes every time I do it. So marinated, and I put in the fridge until later on, so when the sauce is done. Right, so they're starting to sweat down quite a lot. It's going to be hard to show you because of the steam. Add the curry powder, then I'll film again. So I've got the curry powders in. Very steamy. Can't show you because it's good a little bit. I'm going to mix all that in and then put the tinned tomatoes in. So there's the tinned tomatoes in. So I'm going to leave that to simmer and put some garlic puree in. A nice amount of that to get in there. That's what brings out a best curry. Lots of garlic. Oh, and some chicken stock cubes as well. Right, time to put the chicken in the pan, and then I'll turn this over and I'll show you how charred it is when it finishes the cooking process, because then I put the lid on it and really let it sweat down, and I get more juices from the marinade then that goes straight into the curry. Right, I'm going to turn them over. Ooh, look at the char on that side. Just do the pan a little bit, because that's how we want these little burnt bits on there, because it just adds to all the flavour. So what I do now, turn the heat down a bit, and then I put the lid on, and then put the sweats in there then, and then Here's an update on the curry sauce. Everything's falling here in a minute. Although it's nicely coming together. But once I put the chicken in, I then see the consistency of the sauce, so I like to reduce it down, and we use tomato puree, and then I see if I need any more curry powder, and then that'll be the curry done. Right, it's time to start shredding it up. Shredded, ready to go in the curry. Right, so I'll mix all this in, and then we'll see how much more curry powder and tomato puree and garlic we need. Well, I've not needed to taste because it's not as red as I would like it yet. So I'm going to add more seasonings, more tomato puree, and I'll show you what it looks like after. So just before I mix it all in, more curry powder, paprika, chili flakes, salt, pepper, tomato puree, garlic puree. So curry's finally done, been taste tested. It's got a nice thick consistency. But as it starts to cool down, it'll thicken up even more. But so you get a bit of chicken in every single bite because it's all shredded up. And I'll see how many portions I get out of it. So curry all prepped up, and 2 left for someone who's reserved them, who requested them. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 portions going spare, all at $4.50 each, and there's 450 grams with plenty of chicken running through it. So you could probably get 2 portions out of one pot with some rice and sides for the smaller appetite people. But if you've got a bigger appetite, then 1 portion is enough for 1 person. But super healthy and super tasty, all ready to go out tomorrow.